everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing the fingers only makeup challenge. I know a lot of YouTubers did this. It was either like earlier this year or like late last year. But I asked you guys on my Snapchat story and my Instagram story what my first challenge video should be on my channel. And this was the most requested one. I had fun doing this. It took a lot longer than expected. You can see how it goes. There were definitely some hits and some misses doing this, but I had fun and let's get into it. Alright, so let's get started. So I already did my primer with the NYX Hydro Touch primer. For foundation today, I'm using the Tarte Amazonian Clay in the shade Ivory. Guess I'll just put it on the back of my hand. Okay, here we go. I'm just dabbing it on my finger a little bit so I can get some on there. Oh. Interesting. I have never done my foundation with my fingers once in my lifetime ever. I feel like I'm gonna use a lot more than I usually do, because usually I don't use as much just on this one side of my face. I feel like the color though, since it's not as sheer, because I usually use my beauty blender, actually looks a little better and more my color. Alright, so I think that side is good. I'm gonna dot it this time on this side. I thought it'd be a lot harder to blend out, but it's actually working pretty well. It definitely does take longer, I think, compared to using like a beauty sponge, but it doesn't look bad at all. If you don't want to buy one and just have a little more time doing this, then I say that's totally cool. So I finished my foundation, and next I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Fair Neutral. And since I can't use any applicators, brushes, or anything, I'm just gonna dot it on my hand and then use my finger and dab it on my face. Okay, so one thing about the foundation I noticed with using just my fingers is that it's not a ton, but it's a lot cakier than usual. Just because I think using a sponge to apply your makeup, it kind of helps even out the foundation because of the water and just how the sponge pats in your makeup. So using just your fingers for foundation and not the sponge, it makes using your finger for concealer a little harder, because since your foundation doesn't have any moisture in it, it kind of makes your concealer a little hard because it's dry. I'm just gonna take some on my chin to highlight it, and then I'll take some on my cupid's bow nose and under my eyes to brighten them up. And I did notice that it's a little picky around my nose. That usually happens, but I feel like since it's drier, it's doing it a little more. So next I'm taking the e.l.f. Perfect Finish HD powder in the shade Clear to set my face and foundation. I'm not sure how this is gonna work. Maybe just take two fingers and dig them in there? Okay, well I guess first I will just make sure that's all blended out underneath. Yes, first I'll just go in under my eyes. Oh my, it's like chunky. I don't want that word, but that's what's happening. I'm kind of just rubbing it now because I don't really know how else to do it. Because if I pat it, then it does that. First I'm just going in all of the places that crease the easiest on me. Oh my. And then I'll go in the rest of my face, which I feel like is gonna take forever because even these little parts are not the easiest. Next I'm just taking this on my smile lines, because those crease so easy because I smile constantly. Blending everything out when you're using your fingers, I would say, ew, it's like catching some of my foundation off. I would suggest using your middle and ring finger, because these have like the softest squishiest pads. This powder is getting all over my shirt and my pants. Putting this powder on definitely is taking some of my foundation off and getting kind of crusty. So, okay. So far, I'm not sure how I feel about it. I think I should just leave it like this with all these fingerprints on my face. Well, that took a lot longer than it should have. Now I am going in with a Tarte Park Ave Princess bronzer. I guess first I'll just dot it and just kind of rub it around. Okay, that's not bad. Just gonna, oh no, too far. Oh well. Just take some down. I'm trying to blend that out after. Oh yeah, really blend that out after. Oh my, got strap down my nose. It's not blending as well as I want it to. Okay, well, if I have a strap down my nose, I have a strap down my nose. What are you gonna do? Time to get another makeup wipe. Now it's getting real. Putting some up here. You know what I'm really nervous about? My eyebrows. I remember seeing people back a while ago when they did it, most people did it, use their nail. But the thing is, I don't have a pomade, I have brow powder. So I'm not exactly sure how that's gonna work. I made the mistake of getting product, putting it across in kind of like half a circle shape on my forehead. And I thought that I could blend it out. And it turns out I was wrong. So now I have this mess on my forehead that looks like complete mud. But you know, it's okay. I failed at the bronzer, but that's okay. I mean, I think I did a pretty good job on my cheeks, and my nose isn't half bad. But this situation up here is terrible. Okay, moving on. For blush today, I'm taking the Morphe 9in palette. I think I'm gonna use the lightest shade, and yeah, let's just use the lightest shade and start from there. Dipping my finger in, swirling it around. Okay, so I'm gonna dot it very lightly, as light as I can, with the product first, and then take a clean finger and try to blend it out. Hopefully, okay, it's kind of working. Hopefully I don't have pink dots on my cheeks. Oh, oh, that's so pigmented, it scares me. Oh no, go away, stop that. To try to help my cheeks a little bit, I'm gonna take that e.l.f. powder again. Just try to clean up underneath. Just kind of dab it on there. Okay, and then just blend that out underneath. Hopefully, here is where it gets even more interesting. It's brow time. Today I'm using the Brow Powder Duo in the shade Auburn for the Anastasia Beverly Hills. And it's a powder, and that's all I got, so I'm not sure how it's going to work. I have an idea. I'm going to use the NYX Matte Finish Finny Matte setting spray. Get some of this, rub it on the back of my hand, and then I'm gonna spray it, and then maybe that'll help make it wet enough so I can put it on my brow. I don't know. Oh, okay. You know what? I don't think there's any way I can use my nail because, yeah, no. We're just gonna have a tinted brow, I guess. Okay. I'm gonna let this dry a little bit. I'm just gonna go straight in and try to tint my brows. Can't tell if it's working. Is it working? Maybe. I feel like they're a little darker than you guys think. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I'm just gonna do a little bit. Mix it around. Mix and mix and mix it around. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Alright, so now that the brows are tinted, I'm gonna take that Shape Tape Concealer again, put it on the back of my hand, and use this as a base for my eyeshadow and try to clean up my brows underneath. And we'll see how it goes. So how are you guys? What's going on? I mean, for me, This is the first day that I'm officially not doing anything. Today is the first day of school for my brother. He's a junior this year. And it's so weird. So like I didn't have to get up early. I said goodbye to him in the morning, but then I went back to sleep. I felt like, you know, since I don't have school yet, because I'm going to go to cosmetology school soon, probably October, around there. I have some like more free time, and my parents at work, brother's going to school. I don't have a job anymore because I'm done nannying because he is at school now too. You know, I figured now I have a good time to just film videos. I'm really excited for that, and I hope you guys are too. I just wanted to know like how you guys are doing. Are you guys in school now? Did you guys just start school, or are you going to start school soon? Let me know in the comments down below like what's going on, because I want to talk to you guys and get to know you guys. To set that, I am taking the Tarte Lit and Bloom palette by Tarte. I'm gonna go in the shade Flower Child. Then going in with Charmer for my brow, but oh, that's white. For my crease, I'm gonna take the shade Smarty Pants. I'm actually gonna take that all the way down on my lid too. Next, I am taking the Juvia's palette, the Nubian edition, and I'm gonna go in with this dark shade. All right, blend it. Next, going in with this golden brown shade right here. And I'm gonna put this all over my lid. Glam it up, baby. For my inner corner of my eyes, I'm gonna use the brightest shimmery shade. Now that the eyes are done, I'm using the Mare Luminizer by The Balm Highlight. It's not too bad. I didn't think highlight would be hard. I mean, how can you go wrong, right? You know how I said I thought that my eyebrows are gonna be the hardest thing? Well, I changed my mind. I think mascara is gonna be the hardest thing. I don't really know if people just use the wand anyways, or like if they use their fingers. I'm gonna just go all the way and yep. All right, I'm just gonna get some on. I feel like nothing's showing up. You know what I'm gonna try? I'm gonna try doing how I did with my eyebrows. Try this again. The real challenge with the mascara is not really putting it on, it's just making sure you do it fast enough because it really dries up quickly. That was weird. Last but not least, I'm taking the Beauty Bakery Lip Whip in the shade Salted Caramel Mocha and just kind of maybe use my nail, I guess. I think this time I'm just gonna go in with my pinky and wipe it on there and then clean it up on the edges. What do you guys think? I think overall, it's not half bad. Reviewing on the foundation, I think it was easy to blend out, but it took a really long time compared to how much time it takes to usually do my foundation with a sponge or a brush. My face is a little cakey and it's a little dry. Next, the powder to set it, definitely I would say that was a miss because it made the foundation even more dry looking and it didn't smooth it out how it usually does. The bronzer and blush. The bronzer on my cheeks and my nose were okay. I think those were fine and the blush was okay. It's not too bad. But definitely a miss on my forehead here because it looks very muddy and it would not blend out. Next, my eyebrows. I think these were a miss just because since I had to use powder, kind of improvise using the setting spray to get it wet to kind of like tint them a little bit more. I don't think they turned out how I wanted them to, and this one is darker. For my eyeshadow, I think it was okay. The mascara definitely was a miss. It looks like I was in the middle of crying. And you know when you don't have waterproof mascara on and you start to cry and your mascara gets all like clumpy and wet looking? That's what's happening on my eyes right now. The last thing, my lips, they were okay. Using my pinky on my bottom lip worked better because up here when I was using my nail to try to carve it out and then also use my pad of my finger to dab it, I think it made it uneven and it added more product in some places than other places. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had fun making it. Like, it was interesting to see how this would turn out. And it took longer than I expected it to, but I'm glad I did it. It was definitely a challenge, like it's supposed to be. If you guys liked the video, you can give it a thumbs up down below. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.